Hi everyone and welcome to my mommy channel. Today I thought was going to be an amazing day to tell you guys some more facts about me, just so you can get to know me a little bit better. No, I'm not naked, I am wearing a top, in case you couldn't see. But the first one of them is I have been a vegetarian for over 3 years. Right now, and for the last couple of years, I haven't been a vegetarian anymore. But I started being a vegetarian because I had very bad luck with meat all the time. I would eat my frikandel, which is very Dutch, and I would chew on something. What's that? And it turned to be a vein of an animal. Of course, I was also eating my chicken soup, which is my favorite. And I would find this little tiny chicken feather in there. Oh my god, it was disgusting. Or I would eat like a cordon bleu and I was like, this doesn't taste good. And the date was still okay and I opened it and the ham was green. It just grossed me out, and my mom, she told me I'm only gonna buy you veggie meat if you're gonna be a vegetarian for 100%. And also I was kind of grossed out if anybody would tell me what kind of meat I was eating, like how do you like your cow, and I was like, oh gross, I don't want to eat it anymore. And of course I know that's just stupid, because of course we have to kill animals in order to eat meat, but I couldn't handle it. I was a teenager, but then of course I couldn't resist the pizza with salami anymore, and I turned to be a meat eater again after 3 years. So then we come to number 2, which is I have played sports. Several sports in my life actually. I started doing ice skating when I was very young. It's very Dutch and very cold. And I even was a champion of my school when we had a championship during the winter where it was very cold. So I'm so proud of that. After that I would play tennis, and I even competed in that also because my sister, she gave herself up for a competition and she was too scared, so I took her place and I think I was last because I was very bad in tennis. I was very fat when I was young too. You guys probably don't know, but I was. Then last but not least, before I went to Aruba, I would play handball. I was very bad in that too, because I started it very late. But it was so much fun doing it with my friends. So that all brings us to number 3, which is before Mitchell I would have 2 long relationships. But of course the one I'm in now is the most serious of them all, and I love Mitchell most of them all. That brings us to number 4, which is during high school I've been wearing only black for 2 years. Was I a gothic? No, I don't think so. Even though I would have black hair for half a year also. But come on, black is the new sexy. So that brings us to number 5, which is I can do this. You didn't know that. Is there anybody who can do that too? I know Zenon is very jealous of me being able to do that. Number 6 is I've been in a car accident in Holland. I was driving 80 kilometers an hour and I had to babysit the children of my brother, and I was late. So I was rushing and there was ice on the road, and I remember everybody telling me, as soon as you start slipping, don't hit the brakes, just try steering. And I was steering and I was steering and steering, and the car started spinning harder and harder, and I just got off the road. I closed my eyes, I held onto the steering wheel, and I thought I was going to die. And then all of a sudden the car stopped right between the trees, and I didn't hit a tree by 1 inch. I was so lucky. I think I had a little angel here on my shoulder. That brings us to number 7, which is a kind of a serious one, because I have been dealing with eating disorders during my life. I would have periods where I would have some sort of anorexia, and periods, because the anorexia would always flow into bulimia, because you guys know I really love food. I love chocolate, I love sweets, I love ice cream, I love cookies, and I would just stop eating all of that. I would exercise every morning, I would walk during my breaks of work, I would exercise when I would come home, I would make walks in my neighborhood when I was home, I would eat very less food, and at that point I didn't throw up, and my skinniest point was me being 48 kilograms. But because I loved food so much and I started eating like 1 candy and I couldn't resist myself anymore, I would go to the supermarket, I would buy for like 15 euros of candy, and I would sneak it into my bag and bring it to my bedroom, and I would eat everything in one time, and then after that I would throw up. That was in periods of time where I felt like I had no control over anything, and the only thing I would have control over is what I ate. I think I've overcome it, and you guys know I eat so many chocolates right now. I don't vomit anymore. I'm not exercising. I feel like I've grown out of it. I've grown up. Right now I'm being a mommy, so I have to take good care of myself, of course, also with the breastfeeding. And even if I wasn't breastfeeding, I just have to take care of myself because I'm a mommy and I have to be there for my baby. So that was a very serious one, which brings us to number 8, which is to earn money during my youthful times. Oh, I'm so old right now. I would have a paper route, and I would also babysit almost 3 evenings every week. It was crazy because my mom, she had a daycare, and she had so many contacts, and all them asked, do you know somebody who could babysit during the night? And of course I was the one. So I would earn a lot of money with that. The highest point would be me earning like 10 euros an hour. That was great. That's more than I earn now. Number 9 is that for my 16th birthday in Holland, you cannot drive a car right then, but you can drive a scooter. So my mom, she bought me a Gelera DNA, and I was very tough. It looks kind of like a motorcycle, and I remember my grandpa telling my mom, are you crazy? You can't give that girl a motorcycle! But it could only drive 50, even though I let somebody work on it, so eventually it could drive 90 kilometers an hour. I would be so cool on that thing. And last but not least is number 10. I've been competing in Miss contests, and I've been Miss Wiedengewerf aan Wielen, Miss Eneco Tour and Miss Meertour, which are tours for motorcycles and 2 tours with bikers. And I would have to kiss everybody. Oh my god, it was so cool. And I've earned a lot of free clothes with that and a lot of money. So that was very nice, and that was the last one. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys have any questions, or if you want to know more about one of the things that I told, please comment down below. Don't forget to like and share. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And I'll see you guys next video. Bye guys, I love you.